What's going on? So right now we're going over the respiratory system, starting from top to bottom. All right, and since you're kind of holding the piece, we can start with you and work my way up.
Yeah, start this one. Also, you can see on this model, really on the outside, you can only really see the thyroid cartilage, and then the prominence is.
The laryngeal prominence?
No, it's called the.
This is the thyroid cartilage. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes, the thyroid cartilage.
Okay.
And then it's not on her slows, but I know we have to know the Adam's.
The laryngeal
which is
prominence.
The Adam's apple is the thyroid cartilage.
What is it called? No,
Laryngeal prominence.
it's the pointy part of
The
it.
Adam's apple.
Yep.
So we get that, and then from the outside, there's not much more. You need to know this cartilage, which is the. Gosh.
What are you looking for this? This is the cricoid cartilage. It's right under
Yes,
it.
cricoid
And we
cartilage.
then if you want to go any lower than that, we're going to go to the tracheal cartilage.
That's what I was
as well.
looking for, the tracheal cartilage, because that's what we were talking a lot about. And that, what was that? That was hyaline cartilage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And just so you know, this is a good way to remember this. You see, each connecting piece is going to resemble both thyroid cartilage and the cricoid cartilage, and anything between there is a confused name, which is called the cricothyroid membrane, right? Or the cricothyroid ligaments, if you want to be more specific. So I'm throwing you off.
No, not at all. I think that's all we can really see on the outside. You can, when you turn it upside down, you can see what's coming up here, which is the epiglottis. And otherwise, you will have to open it.
Epiglottis
See the
separates
inside?
food from air exchange. Like if I'm trying to eat something, it'll block off my airway so I don't take anything respiratory-wise.
And it goes in the right place, which is the
Yes.
esophagus.
Exactly.
It's the traffic controller.
Okay.
So then we have here the two folds. So this is the larynx. We got two folds: the vestibular fold, which is the false vocal cords, and then the real vocal cords. This is basically the most important part you can see here. Oh, there's the laryngeal prominence on that one part. Okay, didn't even see that. Okay, and on this model you cannot see the trachealis muscle. It should be. No worries.
It has to be done by two
Right
instructor
here.
reps. So have any
Sure, that's no
instructions.
problem.
Okay, thank you.
And then you can see the trachealis muscle on this model though. It's like the one right above the esophagus, between the trachea and the esophagus.
Yes, it separates the two between it. We're talking about this little piece right in the middle.
Yep.
Right?
You can't see it on this one because this here only sadly shows the esophagus and the trachea.
You got to search really hard. Right? It's right in between the two.
Okay. So this is basically the only thing you really can see on this part of the model. This part was put upright on here. We'll go into the lung model very quick.
Once she's
On this model, you can see the bronchioles.
the bronchi. Bronchioles get smaller.
Oh yeah.
You can't see the
the
bronchioles.
bronchi. Yeah, you see the primary bronchi, which are like branching off right here, to right and left. They are very different, right and left. The right one kind of is more of a straight extension. I mean, it has a little bit of a curvature, but not as much. Then the other one is going a lot more branched off to the side. So that's why food usually gets stuck on this side and not on this side.
And what separates the difference between each lobes? I'm asking you.
What do you mean?
What's the difference between each lobe, by the way?
Oh, well, we have to go over that, actually putting these back on, because you can see it without that. There we go. So now you can,
I was just saying, the difference is right here at the left side, since it's breaks off its own, and because it's near the heart, it's going to give the heart some space, which is a curve. So you see this lobe is broken into the superior lobe and the inferior lobe, whereas then on the right side, because it has a perfect straight shot going right into it, it has a little bit more space, which creates some. I can't find the hole to that. Don't worry about it.
Very sorry.
It'll separate the superior lobe, all right, the middle lobe, and the inferior lobe. All right, as stated on the book at page 656. I'm sorry. keep interrupting. So.
Oh, no, you're totally fine. And I think all of these are basically oblique fissures, beside the this one that has the horizontal fissure, because that has the extra lobe. So you can see that it's horizontal instead of this is like oblique.
Where's that say that on here? The horizontal fissure?
It doesn't. It says it on here slows.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
yeah.
All right. So what? Now, once we get past the bronchi, what do we get
What's
to
a
next?
cardiac notch?
Cardiac notch. I think it's referring to this little notch right here.
Probably. Okay.
All right, but we'll get to that in a second. I was going to ask actually, what comes after the bronchi?
Well, that you
Bronchioles.
see only there.
Yes, the pictures.
So after the bronchi comes what, Steve?
Bronchi are the bronchioles, and the bronchioles are there are multiple different ones, but we're going to focus on the ones we can't see. Right here are the terminal bronchioles. They branch off and start to go right towards the alveoli. All right, and it's composed of smooth muscle, and it goes from this to the respiratory bronchioles. The respiratory bronchioles are the smallest microscopic bronchioles in the body. They are 0.5 millimeters wide, whereas the terminal bronchioles are 1 millimeter wide. All right. Once they get over to the alveoli, this is where the gas exchange takes place. All right. This is where the capillary sets and discovers all alveoli, where all deoxygenated blood is recycled, and expelled through respiratory, and all oxygenated blood gets put into the circulatory system. Try to think of this as like honestly, the best way to put this is the Golden Gate Bridge. There are people coming into the Golden Gate Bridge who have to pass and pay the toll, which is dropping off all their oxygen. And once they've paid their toll, they're leaving. Well, you don't pay to leave the Golden Gate Bridge, but let's just consider going into the city as leaving that area, and it goes back into the circulatory system. Does that make sense, everybody?
Sure.
Sort of.
Yeah, I think that's all that we can see on all the models.
Oh, also, yeah, the cardiac notch. I looked at this on here. This little piece right here, you see this little notch right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Must be the cardiac.
This is the cardiac notch, and it's not muscle. It's
Okay. Cool. Sounds
Is that
good.
it?
I think so.
All right, let's just press the stop.
Like we're
There you go.
right there.